have heard that our antibody cannot get hold of Omicron, but the good news is T cells are pretty robust in taking care of the O variant. Let's understand what research is telling. Recently, 2 papers came out which says T cell can impart robust immunity against Omicron. Our immune system has 2 arms. One arm produces the antibody and the other arm is called the cellular arm, which produces the T cells. And these T cells are very important in giving long-term protection. T cells are basically of 2 major types, CD4 T cells and CD8 T cells. CD8 T cells are called killer T cells or cytotoxic T cells, and they directly kill virus-infected cells. That is, if a cell is infected with virus, this cytotoxic T cell will kill them. The other type of T cell is CD4 T cell, which is also known as helper T cell, and this helps in activation of the memory B cells and also cytotoxic T cells. And we all know that memory B cells will ultimately produce antibodies. And as I told you earlier, the cytotoxic T cells will kill the virus-infected cells. So you can understand that T cells are pretty important for protection. In the study from Netherlands, the authors looked at CD4 T cell response against different SARS-CoV-2 variants 28 days after final dose and 6 months after the final dose. And the vaccines they studied were Oxford AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson, Moderna and Pfizer-BioNTech. Please concentrate in the graph. It looks very busy, but it's very easy to understand. Concentrate on the black lines in each graph. Higher the line means more T cell response, lower the line means less T cell response. The upper panel shows T cell response after 28 days and the lower panel shows T cell response after 6 months. The x-axis represents different types of variants and the y-axis represents the amount of T cells. As you can see in Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine, the line for Omicron is bit down compared to the original variant. Even after 6 months, the line was down compared to the original variant. That means there was a reduction in the T cell response in case of Omicron compared to the wild type variant. Similar in case of Johnson & Johnson, but it is higher than Oxford AstraZeneca. Moderna showed much better T cell response in case of Omicron and Pfizer showed less T cell response in case of Omicron, but the authors cautioned that in case of Pfizer-BioNTech, the number of samples were very less, so we cannot compare with Moderna. So, according to the authors, S-specific CD4 T cells were detected in the majority of the vaccinated individuals both early and late after vaccination with relatively little waning over time. We did not observe significant difference between CD4 T cell response to wild type, Delta, Beta or Omicron S peptide pools at either time point in any vaccination group. So, even if antibodies fail to catch Omicron, our T cells can. The other paper I was talking about talks about CD4, CD8 T cell response. Let's concentrate in the graph again. The y-axis says CD4 T cell response or CD8 T cell response. X-axis says ancestral strain or Omicron. And they have seen the T cell response against 1 dose or 2 doses of Johnson & Johnson vaccine or 2 doses of Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine or people who were infected but not vaccinated, that is natural infection. Please concentrate in the green lines. There was a reduction in both type of T cell response in case of Omicron, in case of Johnson & Johnson, also in case of Pfizer, even in case of natural infection. So, according to the authors, overall these results demonstrate that vaccination and infection induce a robust CD4 and CD8 T cell response that largely cross-reacts with Omicron. That is, the vaccines we have taken has produced T cells and these T cells can cross-react with Omicron and protect us from Omicron. Despite extensive neutralization escape, that is escape from the antibodies against Omicron, 70 to 80% of the T cell response is preserved. The limited effect of Omicron mutation on T cell response suggests that vaccination or prior infection may still provide substantial protection from severe disease. That means T cells developed from previous variants will impart protection against Omicron as well, maybe to a lesser extent, but Omicron cannot escape. And as we have seen in South Africa, that in spite of huge surge in cases, the death and hospitalization was not high in case of Omicron wave. Since the antibodies cannot protect, which provides the first line of defense, we are getting infected. However, T cells are working and that's the result the infections are milder. This might be one of the reasons why we are not observing huge hospitalization and death. But we have to remember that South Africa has more natural infection which will give more robust immune response compared to vaccination. So now we have to keep an eye on the highly vaccinated countries like UK, Australia and see how their hospitalization and death progress. Few weeks from now will give the answer. If T cells are working, then we can beat Omicron. Let's hope for that.